Sometimes you just can't catch a break. You do all the stuff that you're expected to do, but the one thing you really wanted to do doesn't get done. I just did this whole video outside, and apparently I didn't record it. So here we go again. Book haul from Savers. Here we go. Once upon a time, about a week ago, 8 days ago, I was feeling kind of out of sorts, so I did what every good American consumer does, and I went and did some retail therapy. So I felt the need to do a book trawl. So here I am. First book I found, Unfinished Tales by J.R. Tolkien. My library didn't have it yet, so I figured why not? And hopefully it'll be slightly easier to read than this, not easier, slightly less ponderous to read than the Silmarillion. I made it halfway through that. It just didn't get anywhere. I just didn't make it through. I guess I don't have that much of a passion for Professor Tolkien's Legendarium, but I will try again one day. Coming up next, we've got found a whole bunch of Star Trek books on the shelf, but I just basically I said, well, I like the laminated cover it's got on it, and it's based on the original crew. It's like I think it's based on 40 years of Star Trek, so that means this book is 20 years old. It comes from Fargo, North Dakota, and I thought, hey, why not? It's the original crew, and sometimes you need a short story book to like clear the palate with all your other reading, so I picked that up. Next comes The Mammoth Book of Zombies. If you ever want to do a crash course into any genre of fiction, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's Lovecraft or Cthulhu stories or Master and Commander stories, there's always a mammoth book available, or the big book of. And in this case, I picked up one for zombies. It's got Clive Barker, Robert Bloch, the guy who gave us Psycho, Ramsey Campbell, Dennis Etchison, Joe R. Lansdale, H.P. Lovecraft, Brian Lumley, all these really great horror writers. So yeah, got damn right I picked that up. My cat's irritated because I'm making a lot of noise here. Now, the next one's kind of interesting because these series of books, I picked them up and I kept putting them back because I'm like, do I really need to clutter my place up with these novels? I mean, it seems the West was directing me this time around. So I picked up these group of books from A.B. Guthrie, and all four of these books feature the same characters. I got it upside down. Yeah. A.B. Guthrie. First one was The Big Sky. Apparently this came out in the 50s, and it was considered a seminal Western novel of its day. One of those Western novels that elevates it above the dime novel genre, because let's face it, all cool things in the United States always end up being looked down upon, whether it's jazz or blues or, well, comic books, westerns, detective stories. So I picked this up along with its sequel, The Way West, The Fairland, and These Thousand Hills. I kept putting it back and picking them back up about 4 times, but the little voice said, Gary, just buy them. You won't regret it. Don't know when I'll read these, but I'm hoping that the little voice will be right. Sometimes you just have to listen to that little voice and trust it. So I am. And as if to cement that particular notion home, I stumbled across this in the nonfiction section for some weird reason. It's The Wild Wild West, Thrilling Tales by Great Authors. And I think they split the difference between essays and actual stories by people like Jack London, Charles Dickens, John Muir, Stephen Crane, Walt Whitman, Jules Verne, Henry David Thoreau, Oscar Wilde, people like that. So it just seemed to fit the theme, so I went with it. My cat wishes I would shut up. Whatever. And while we're on the Western genre, you could buy 4 books and get 1 free. So I'd already went past the first 4, got 1. So I was desperately looking for one to fill out the second set of 5. and I came across Elmore Leonard's Western Roundup, Volume 1, which means his output is even more than this. So you have to respect that in a prolific writer. Before he was known for his detective fiction, he had some Western short stories and novels out there. So the guy was prolific, and I wish to God I knew the secret to that work ethic, because I'd like to be a writer, but I'm just too damn lazy. I'm lazy. That's the problem. Writing is work. So yeah, you get the idea, then you have to beat it into shape, create a plot for it, and basically make it readable. I guess the good rule of thumb is to write something that you'd like to read. So I guess that'd be the ticket. But of course, that takes work, and I'm too lazy to do it. I just wish I could find that magical formula to like say, oh, I'm going to write today. I'm going to write this amount of words today. And just do it. I guess I keep waiting to get hit by a bolt of lightning for that to happen. But anyway, that is all. Hopefully I won't accidentally erase this time around. And hope you're all well, my friends. Take care. All the best.